What's going on, everybody? Joshua Tree back with another video, and of course we are continuing our Void series. So today should be day 6 of the Void series, and like I said, for people who are new to this channel and trying to understand what is this whole Void series talk about, I have a playlist of me talking about how I feel like I'm in this void right now. I feel like I'm in this transition, and as I continue to share more information with y'all, and I continue to ponder and meditate on what is this cycle that I'm in, I'm getting more clarity, and I'm understanding more of what this void is. This void is me slowly dissolving, slowly disassociating with the old identities, the old aspects of myself that are trying to fight to stay in this new world, this new shift that's happening. And I can tell that these old parts of me is causing a lot of procrastination. These old parts of me are trying to keep me in the old reality. And the old reality is no longer conducive to the new reality, obviously, but also it's not conducive to the new identity that I need to cultivate to push forward into the new world, right? And so I'm starting to feel a bit more free. I'm starting to feel a little bit more open. I'm starting to feel a little bit more loose. I'm starting to feel a little bit more authentic, because I'm realizing that a lot of times what we do is we are so much fear behind making change that we will hold on to that idea or that belief or that certain identity that we think is keeping us safe. But we can say, yes, it's keeping you safe, but it's also hindering and limiting your potential to do so much more and to experience so much more. So I also been getting deeper into procrastination, right? And I'm understanding that, okay, the root understanding of procrastination is to put off, right? And knowing that I did some processing, and as I'm in my meditation and I'm processing, why am I so much of a procrastinator? I realized that it was linked to my ability to exert courage. And I realized when I started to understand what type of courage level do I have, Spirit showed me different visuals and visions of so many opportunities where I could have changed something, or I could have interacted with someone. I could have had this certain opportunity, and I didn't do it because of my nervous system or my lack of courage or my lack of willpower, right? And so I feel like y'all can't see my eyes, player. I feel like y'all can't see my eyes, player. Y'all got to see my eyes when I'm talking. And so follow me, right? Procrastination is to put off something. It's to put off. So when you think about procrastination, think about everything that you're constantly wanting to do and you know that you need to do, but you're literally going the opposite direction and you're putting it off. So let's just say that this hand right here represents the ideal lifestyle, the ideal amount of money, the ideal relationship, whatever it is, right? This is the goal. And then on the left hand side, this is the procrastinator. Both of these parties, let me see if I can put my phone. I can't even, let me see if I can do it, because we getting creative, all right? We ain't using no phone camera stand. I'm using my goddamn steering wheel. We gonna see if I can make this a reality right quick. Let me see if I can put this right here. So boom, you got two come on now, work with me now. You got two realities, right? You got the goal and you got the procrastinator. Now both of these hands are in a relationship. Both of these goals, this goal is in a relationship with this part of you. But this part of you that you keep identifying with is the procrastinator. So what the procrastinator is doing is creating a disconnection between you and what you're really trying to experience, right? So what happens? Instead of two partners coming together and making love, when you identify with the procrastinator, it doesn't become this, it becomes this. Two people they never come together. They never make love. They never experience happiness. They never experience intimacy, because the procrastinator part of you goes the opposite direction towards your goal. Now, this might feel a little cliche. This might be like, oh, Josh, duh, I understand that. But I'm harping on this because I want you to think about the life that you say that you want to live. And I want you to think about procrastination. And every time you're procrastinating, okay, thank you, Spirit. That was enough time. Every time you procrastinate, you are literally pushing away the thing that you desire the most. You're literally pushing away the money you want to make, the ideal relationship you want to have, the ideal lifestyle that you want to have. You say you want it so goddamn bad, but you're literally saying, let me go the other way and let me start to walk down this path. This is the road less traveled. Or we can reframe it and say this is the road that is mostly traveled, because everybody procrastinates. There's only a few people that go towards their goal. And those are the people who actually achieve freedom. So what road do you want to travel down? The road less traveled or the road that everybody takes? A lot of us, including me, goddammit, we in this together. I'm not excluding me. My ass be procrastinating. It's sinister. This goddamn energy is like a whole nother monster within itself. But I'm realizing, I'm bringing my awareness to my behavior, and I'm paying attention to when are the moments when I'm procrastinating. And it goes a little bit deeper. There's a difference between procrastination and rest. If you work the 9 to 5 and you have a side hustle business, and you know you need to put some energy into your side hustle business, right? You know you need to answer emails. You know you have to make a flyer. You know you have to, update your inventory. But you're procrastinating. I want you to reframe it, because we have to be realistic to a degree here. Your conscious mind, your logical mind can only maintain and sustain between 1 to 3 things. If you give it more than 3 things, like you give it like say your conscious mind is a secretary, and you give it more than 3 objectives, more than 3 tasks to complete for the day, that makes you feel overwhelmed. Your conscious mind is limited. It can't do all these different things that you're trying to get it to do on a consistent basis. So you have to kind of dial it down some. If you work from 9 to 5, that's a huge task in itself. And throughout that whole entire day, you're thinking about all the things that you need to do, all the things you need to do. And then when it's time for you to get into doing the things that you need to do, you also have a lot of different things you have to do within that. And so that makes you feel overwhelmed. So you just need to focus on 1 to 3 things. If not, just focus on one thing and let that be that. Don't feel bad. Don't feel shame because society has told you got to do. And you find yourself trying to do. And you're not paying attention to your nervous system. You're not paying attention to how you are responding to you're not paying attention to how you are responding to all of this overwhelming multitasking. Because that's what multitasking does. It makes you feel overwhelmed after a while. And then also, it connects to decision analysis. So you don't know what decision to make. Now you're stuck in indecision, God damn it, my words, player. You stuck in indecisiveness, and now you really don't make no decision. And so you find yourself scrolling on Instagram. You find yourself scrolling on social media. You find yourself talking to friends for more than 2 to 3 hours, when you knew before you pulled up at the house, you just need to take a little rest period and then get back on it. So let me go back to what I was saying. It's a difference between procrastination and resting. Procrastination is, say you get off of work, you're working 9 to 5, and then you find yourself getting on Instagram, social media, or doing something else that's really not benefiting you, because doom scrolling is not beneficial. It can be helpful because you're trying to detach from what has happened throughout the day, but it's an unhealthy form of coping, or an unhealthy form of decompressing. So I would say that this aids in procrastination because you're looking for stimulation to help get you out of your funk. But what you really need to do is just take an intentional rest period. If you work the 9 to 5, instead of getting on Instagram and scrolling, get in the house, take a shower, eat you some food, maybe meditate, maybe watch a quick episode of one of your favorite series movies, something that can just take your brain out of constant go. Because if you get on Instagram, that just adds in more stimulation. So rather than getting your brain overactive, Get into something that can relax your brain waves. Start to relax a little bit. Now, this may sound counterproductive because you think to yourself, well, I still got to go. I still got to do. No, you don't. If you slow down and then get into your business, instead you start looking up email, you start making flyers, focus only on one thing and do it at a very slow, steady pace. You don't have to feel like, okay, I got to do this. Like, you keep burning out. Don't do that. Slow it down. Find something that you want to do that can help push the business further. And just make it easy, make it simple, right? And so I'm learning right now that procrastination is something that I definitely need to overcome, and I'm going to overcome it. I don't play no games when it comes down to personal development. I have already discovered the secret to it, and I'm going to be expressing it and sharing it with y'all very soon. So this message is definitely for the people who know that it's time for them to take that leap. It's time for them to get out the house. It's time for them to start connecting. It's time for them to start networking. It's time for them to make the website. It's time for them to start and stop. It's like a stop and go method. Start and stop. Start on something and stop doing something. The stopping piece is the thing that keeps sabotaging the starting process. It's like I pressed, if this was a push button to this car, I pressed the button to start it, and now I got my foot on the brake and it can't go nowhere. So I started, but I stopped it at the same time. So then my question would be to you is, where you think I'm going? I ain't going no motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? So start and go, not start and stop. We have to address the part of us that's making us stop. And it may be a little bit deeper than just doing. It may be that you need to process some emotions that you have around a certain experience. It may be that you are definitely feeling overwhelmed. And so you need to process that. And the way that you process that is you find a somatic practice. You find something that can get into the body and help release the tension around the body. Now, if you need help with this, I do offer services for that. So if you listen to this video, you're like, yo, you need some help with that, send me an email, send me a chat down below, and we can connect. Because this is what I'm specializing in right now, okay? So as I continue this void, I'm going to continue coming with y'all and telling y'all what it feels like. And I'm just going to just share it because this is something I have to get over. We're going to be completely raw with all this. I got to get over my insecurities of posting and thinking and worrying how people are going to perceive this message. Did I say it in the right way? Did it come off in a very perfectionist way? You know, how am I being perceived? This is all raw. I'm not editing any of these videos. I have a couple of editing, but I'm not cutting it. I'm not doing anything. Why am I doing this? I'm showing you a person who suffered with perfection to not edit it because I think that it's not perfect enough. Every time I'm stalling, thinking of an idea, I used to cut that out. Why? Because the YouTube channel, the YouTube world, they say you have to keep it clean. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to get back into that. I understand that. That's a strategy. I understand that. But right now, we're doing raw shit. And I'm going to continue to do raw shit, but I'm going to keep it at that level. This is a breaking point. This is my journal of reflections. And I do feel like there's not enough people talking about it. I do feel like there's people who want to talk about this, but they're fearful how they're going to be perceived. I'm putting myself on the line, so to speak, so I can break out of this. Because the only way to get through it is to go through it. And so I'm going through it to get over it. Right? So, like I said, we in what, day 6? So, however this message resonated with you, I hope it resonated. Because we ain't playing, yo. If you with me and you in this same void, please drop a comment. Please like the video too. That definitely helps out, of course, with the algorithm, putting the message out. I would love for this message to get out to people who need it because I know people need it, right? And like I said, of course, if it helped you, please, just a like will go a long way, right? But anywho, I hope this resonated. I hope it helped you to some degree. And I'll be back for another video because this ain't about y'all. This is about me. But we are connected. And so it's about y'all too. So on that note, I'm going to let y'all go. Peace.